Los sueños de millones de personas se vieron truncadas desde la madrugada del 9 de diciembre de 1980, cuando empezó a correr por el mundo la noticia de la muerte de John Lennon. Por medio de noticieros y llamadas, la noticia conmocionó a todos, y la alta relación de John con los otros 3 Beatles hicieron que fueran de los primeros en enterarse por medio de llamadas telefónicas. Debido a que no hubo funeral para Lennon en Nueva York, no se les vio públicamente. A Paul McCartney se le interceptó en las calles de Londres, y George y Ringo se pronunciaron al respecto mucho tiempo después. Así que este es un pequeño recuento de sus reacciones.
It's, how many years is it? 80, so the 20, 10, 30 years ago or something. So, and I still get affected by it. Yes, it does. I mean, it does affect me. I felt that we were doing very well in New York together, and that's gone, And the fact that it was gone so suddenly too, I think that affected me, because if it was a slow process, we could have talked about it or anything. But the last John I remember is a very gregarious, energetic, high-spirited guy. It's a kind of sad and very poignant kind of paradox, I think, that he loved this place so much, and that's why he was killed.
First of all, it was, obviously such a shock, because assassination is something which, up until that time hadn't really got down to that level. I mean, it was always presidents and leaders like that. And I wouldn't think, somebody who's a pop star was important enough to kill. It's a terrible thing. I don't think anybody is important enough to kill, really. But I could see why, there's assassinations with political leaders and stuff, just extremist. And obviously, if it could happen to him, it could happen to anybody, who gets up on a stage or who walks out of a car. And, so it was a bit scary from that side.
How did you hear it?
Yeah, I was in bed at the time in England, and I don't know, the call came through sometime in the morning, 4 or 5 in the morning. I didn't take the call. Olivia took the call, and she said, John's been shot. And I thought, oh, how bad is it? I just thought maybe a flesh wound or something like that. But they said, no, that's it, he's dead. So I didn't know. I just went back to sleep, actually. I just, maybe it's just a way of getting away from it. I just went to sleep and then waited to see, what it said the next morning. And he was still dead the next morning, unfortunately. Oh. But, I feel not so bad about it, in as much as, I had this, unlike Ringo, when I went to Rishikesh in India, I went into meditation and had some good experiences, and I got to...
I had some good experiences.
I know you did, and you forgot to tell him that.
Well, yeah, but he only asked about the eggs.
So, I believe what it says in the scriptures and in the Bhagavad Gita. It says there was never a time when you didn't exist, and there'll never be a time when you cease to exist. The only thing that changes is our bodily condition. Soul comes in the body, and we go from birth to death. And it's death, how I look at it, is like taking your suit off. The soul is in these 3 bodies, and one body falls off. And I feel like that. I can feel him around here.
Oh,
and,
I've seen him twice.
Did he feel that?
No, I have.
La mañana del 9 de diciembre, aún sin tener contacto con la tele o la radio, Paul y Linda se despertaron para alistar a sus hijas para la escuela. Linda las llevó. En ese lapso, Steve Shrimpton, manager de Paul, lo llamó para darle la noticia. Conmocionado y sin nadie en casa, Paul llamó a su hermano, y Michael quedó bastante perjudicado tras la noticia. Minutos más tarde regresó Linda, quien años después dijo sobre ese momento: nunca lo había visto así antes. Desesperado, llorando, Ese día Paul tenía que ir a Londres. Una sesión en los Air Studios de George Martin lo esperaba. Decidió no cancelarla. Trabajaría en un tema llamado Rainclouds y en algunas partes de We All Stand Together. Junto a George Martin y Denny Laine encontró consuelo. Se describieron a ellos mismos aquel día como robots, en el que incluso recuerdan ver por la ventana un camión que decía Muebles Lennon. Durante la tarde, Paul habló con Yoko. Ella le dijo: John te tenía mucho cariño. Y McCartney regresó a la sesión con lágrimas. Por la noche salió del estudio y fue interceptado inevitablemente por los medios.
I was very shocked, you know. It's terrible news.
What were you recording today?
I was just listening to some stuff, you know. I just didn't want to sit at home.
Why?
Oh, I didn't feel like it.
What time did you hear the news?
It's this morning sometime. Very early. Yeah. It's gone now, yeah? Drag, isn't it? Okay, cheers. Come on.
Let's go. Well, guys.
Su reacción fue catalogada de fría. Paul pidió disculpas a los medios por no ser bueno para expresar su pena en público, y al día siguiente escribió un comunicado por medio de su empresa MPL que decía: no puedo procesarlo en este momento. A John se le recordará por su contribución única al arte, a la música y a la paz mundial. La familia de Paul recuerda esa noche como una noche triste, llorando mientras veían la cobertura y las noticias. Al día siguiente, cazadores estaban disparando a kilómetros de la casa de McCartney. El sonido lo puso tan mal que Linda recuerda que tuvo que ir a pedirle a los cazadores que pararan. Y por meses, escuchar palabras como pistola, disparo o adjetivos parecidos ponían mal a McCartney. Al igual que George, Ringo no dijo nada públicamente tras enterarse del asesinato. Estaba en Barbados con su esposa Bárbara, pero ante la noticia, contrató un avión privado y ese mismo día viajó a Nueva York para darle a Yoko sus condolencias. Pasaría mucho tiempo para que Ringo pudiera tocar el tema públicamente.
I'm really sad. I still miss John a great deal. I'll always miss him, you know, but it's still brand new.
When you heard about, how did you hear about it?
Barbara's daughter called us up saying John's been shot, and so that drove me crazy. But you think he's been shot, he's shot in the arm, shot in the leg, and then they came back and they said he's dead. Do you want to stop that now?
No.
Because it doesn't help, you know, but it always gets me upset. He was a great friend.
Tell us about the good time. When did you see him last, and what was it like?
I saw him on the 15th of November, and I was staying in the plaza. We went over to New York for a while, and I hadn't seen him for a while because, you know, we see each other wherever we are, and he came over with Yoko for an hour, and we had such a great time.
42 años después de la muerte de John Lennon, sigue siendo un punto frágil en la gente que lo amó, así como Linda McCartney lo describió. Nos dejó a todos aturdidos por el resto de nuestras vidas. Y este video documenta y conmemora la vida de John a través de su pérdida, bajo la mirada de los Beatles y de Yoko.
Well, I suppose they tried to kill John. But they couldn't because his message is still alive.